welcome to Robert E. Rich All-High Stadium. Tonight we bring you a Class A semifinal in which the Vikings of Grand Island trek on into historic All-High to take on your very own South Park Sparks! And now, ladies and gentlemen, we kindly ask that you please rise as we honor America and all those who protect us with the playing of our national anthem. And once again, fans, we would like to welcome you to All-High Stadium for tonight's postseason action. And fans, just a reminder that the New York State Public High School Athletic Association requires officials to enforce all sportsmanship rules for athletes and coaches. We will not tolerate negative statements or actions between opposing players, especially trash talking, taunting, or evading of opponents. If such comments are heard or actions seen, a penalty will be assessed immediately. We have been instructed not to issue warnings. Let's let tonight's contest reflect mutual respect between both teams.
Yeah, I got mine actually from the underarm short. You can order them online too. I like these ones. I like these ones and the buffalo ones the best. And the only problem with these ones is they have the metal nose piece and it cracked. So it's like, it's just annoying now. But you don't suck them in.
And as our officials escort the respective captains to midfield for tonight's opening coin toss, we'd like to take time to introduce the crew for tonight. The referee, Mr. Michael Binkowski. Your umpire for tonight's game is Mr. Tony Marabella. The linesman is Mr. Joe Argentieri. The line judge, Mr. Mike Stover. And the back judge, Augie Taboni.
Welcome to All-High Stadium. I'm Stu Boyer along with Tom Prince, and tonight, Class A semifinal action, Grand Island against the South Park Sparks. So, Tom, an interesting matchup in Jamestown waiting in the wings, apparently.
Well, they got to go past Will South. They got to beat Will South, and that game's going on as we speak down in Jamestown. But the winner of Will South Jamestown faces the winner of South Park Grand Island right now.
I'm going to hear about that from Coach Krasinski. but that's okay. I didn't mean any slights toward the Billies. Referees for tonight's game. The legendary Mike Binkowski is the referee. Umpire Tony Marabella. Linesman Joe Argentieri. Line judge Mike Stover. And Augie Taboni is the back judge. So it looks like South Park is going to receive the opening kickoff. The Grand Island Vikings in the white uniforms, white helmets with the blue stripe and blue numerals. South Park in the black uniforms and the red numbers with the black helmets. South Park, the first City of Buffalo public school team to win a state championship all the way back in 2015, which seems like a long time ago, but it wasn't really that long ago. Tim Delaney, the South Park head coach, and Dean Santorio, the Grand Island coach. So, on paper, at least, pretty interesting matchup here, Tom.
No doubt. South Park comes in at 4-0. 4 big wins. Win over Star Point, 38-13. Win over North Tonawanda, 38-14. Win over Will East, 26-7. And then the last that we just saw, a win over Sweet Home 54-0.
Now, you and I were going to do the the South Park game at Amherst, but it was postponed just before the game. So we're just about ready to kick off here from All High Stadium. Spencer Heck will kick it off. Keith Jackson and Perel Fulgham are the deep men, and the ball comes to about the 30-yard line and is taken back by one of the up men all the way out to about the 36-yard line. Keon Dredd, number 21, I believe, picked up the ball and brought it out there. It'll be 1st and 10 for the South Park Sparks.
And right now, how Grand Island got here. Grand Island 4-1 overall, 3-1 division. A win over Lockport, 21-14. A loss to Jamestown, 53-6. Beat Hamburg, 26. Beat West Seneca East, 28-6. And beat Niagara Wheatfield, 42-0.
And there's a handoff to Keith Jackson trying to get around the far side, and he cannot do it. He's shoved back. Actually, I believe that was Perel Fulgham.
Handoff going to number 4, Burrell Fulgham on to the carry.
So no gain there. Be 2nd down. He tried to turn the corner, and that's going to be a key for Grand Island, not letting them turn that corner. So they coming right up to the line of scrimmage here. And there's a handoff to Jackson, and he barrels forward for a couple of hard-earned yards, and it'll be 3rd down.
Stu, this could be the key of the game. Can Grand Island stop the run? Can they stop Fulgham? Can they stop Jackson and not be able to have those huge runs? If they do that, Grand Island stays in this game.
Well, South Park not going into any kind of huddle. They're just right at the line of scrimmage waiting for quarterback Mike Pajak to get the ball snapped into the shotgun. And he will hand it off, and going up the middle is Jackson. He's short of the 1st down. That'll bring up a 4th down. We'll see what South Park does here. It's 4th and 4 at about their own 44-yard line.
We've got 2 scoring updates already. First comes from Medina. Medina takes an 8-0 lead where Fry goes for a 42-yard touchdown run and a 2-point conversion.
I was just going to ask you if Fry was involved. They're going for it on 4th down, and they hand it off. And Jackson, I think he just got past the sticks for a 1st down, but we'll see. We'll wait for my man Mike Binkowski to make the call.
Yeah, they did. I think they're absolutely going to give it to him.
Well, let's see. And there's the signal for the 1st down.
We have a second score update, Stu, that comes from Iroquois, as Iroquois takes an 8-0 lead over Olean.
And we got to, will someone update us on that Jamestown Will South
Oh,
game?
I'm sure we'll get updated on all of them.
Okay. Down there at Strider Field. So 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. And there's a handoff, and not much there. And Show trying to get away from a tackler, but they won't do it. And he spun back around. He still didn't go down. Believe that was Fulgham. And Jack Dugo-Kinski spun him around. Couldn't get him to go down, but it's 2nd down. So South Park doing this on the ground. Have not put the ball in the air yet. 2nd and 11 for the Sparks. Sun over the right half of the field as Grand Island is attacking the goal to our right. South Park, the goal to our left here at All High Stadium. 2nd and 11. Pajak hands it off. That's Jackson. He's barrels forward for about 4 or 5 yards. Some good hard running there, Tom.
That looked like it was going to be for a loss there, the way it was going. And Jackson does a great job of turning what should have been a loss into a positive run. Long 3rd down right here. This is where the Grand Island defense has got to come up big if they're going to stay in this game.
So 3rd and 6. Ball is now at the 47-yard line of Grand Island. Pajak awaits the snap. He's going to throw it. He throws. Caught on the far side. That's a 1st down. Looked like the ball touched the ground, but I think South Park has it. That's a 1st down and a little bit more. And it'll be 1st and 10 South Park as they'll move the chains.
Stu, I can't believe it, but the Division I baseball player out of Medina does it again. 25-yard touchdown run, a 2-point conversion. Medina takes a 16-0 lead.
Well, there goes Keith Jackson on the far side, and someone got him by the ankles, and he's inside the 20-yard line. Jackson with a quick burst found the hole, scooted through there, and it's 1st and 10 South Park inside the 20-yard line of Grand Island.
And that was Jack Dukinski right there, who actually was on that tackle and saved a touchdown right there, no doubt.
And there's a handoff, and coming to the near side, trying to turn the corner is Fulgham. He can't quite do it, but he did get a couple of yards.
Okay, here's one of the updates everybody's been waiting for. Jamestown takes a 7-0 lead with 8 minutes left in the first quarter.
So Jamestown is off to a good start, and my goodness, Mr. Fry, 2 touchdowns already?
He is something.
He was fabulous that night against Tonawanda. In the rain, 95-yard touchdown run, a 42-yard TD.
I got a chance to see him up at Medina, and he was on fire up there too. So I've got a chance to see him also, and we've seen him play a couple different times.
Second down. 2nd and 6. Pajak looks to throw, rolls to the right. He's in trouble, but he stays on his feet and avoids the rush. And he's down close to a first down, and he may have a first down. Let's see, we'll watch Mike Binkowski for the signal. So we're going to say it's a yard shy, so it'll be 3rd down, 3rd and 1. From the 12-yard line for South Park. Sparks looking to take the early lead. Pajak hands it off to Fulgham. Fulgham looks like he might have the first down. I'm going to say he does.
That tackle was number 6, Marcus Solano right there, the 5'9", 210-pounder.
And looks like it's a first down, and that should be 1st and goal. 1st and goal for the Sparks from the 10-yard line. This is South Park's first possession of the ball game. We get a flag and a false start on the Sparks, so they'll back it up. It'll still be 1st and goal, but it'll be from 5 yards further out.
You know, we definitely haven't talked about this yet, but Pajak right now is their backup quarterback, and he's absolutely done a great job with a big win over Sweet Home. Now comes to a playoff game as Mikel Hepburn, who's their starting quarterback, was out due to an injury. He is trying to get into this game. I think they're talking about he may get a chance to play at the wide receiver, a little bit of defense, but he won't be a quarterback.
Safety and wide receiver. And there's the handoff, and barreling forward and getting stopped by the defense is, I believe that's Fulgham, as he gets up under the pile. So it'll be 2nd and goal.
And Stu, you can actually see is Hepburn is out there. He's the 2nd wide receiver right now from us, and he is out there. So give him credit. He didn't get a chance to play in his senior day, but he is not going to miss the playoffs, and he's out there playing as we speak.
So 2nd down and goal for the Sparks. And there's a handoff to Jackson, and he spins forward and gets down to about the 6 or 7 yard line, where it'll be 3rd and goal. So South Park has used a huge chunk of the quarter here. Looks like 5:45 to go in the quarter. Like could be. I think that's what it says. It's right in the sun, so it's a little hard for me to read. It is correct. Thank you. 5:26. 3rd down and goal for the Sparks. And there's the handoff coming to the near side, trying to turn the corner, cutting it back into the end zone for the touchdown is Fulgham. And the Sparks take a 6-0 lead.
Boy, Fulgham picked up right where he left off last week. He was on fire last week, and now he gets another touchdown right here.
Well, South Park drives it all the way down the field from about their own 36-yard line into the end zone for the touchdown. They threw one pass. Everything else was a run, and it's 6-0 Sparks. And we'll see if they're going to go for 2 or try to kick the extra point. Looks like they're going to go for 2.
Almost 6.5 minutes taken on that drive right there, so it did exactly what they wanted to do.
They're going to go for 2. And a broken play there, and it is no good. They botched the handoff. Something didn't work correctly.
Yeah, Ben Steck, actually number 5 for Grand Island, recovered it. So a big 6-0. We won't see South Park go for any extra points.
No
They'll be
ki-
going
no
for
kicker.
2 points. They'll be going for 2-point conversions all day. We've seen that for every time that we've covered them so far.
So 6-0 South Park. 5:22 to go in the first quarter. Scoreboard right smack dab in the sun. In fact, now South Park will kick off to Grand Island, and the South Park half of the field covered in sunshine. The end zone they just scored in is in the shade. Kind of like that tough hour for a baseball game when the sun covers the infield and the pitcher's mound is in the sun and the batter's in the shade.
Stu, it's the first time we've seen the sun all day, so it's come out right when we needed it.
I am not complaining. Not in the least.
I got 2 rivalry updates. These are not playoff games, but these are rivalry updates. North Tonawanda takes a 27-6 lead over Tonawanda, and Ken West takes a 6-0 lead over Ken East.
And the kickoff is taken back to about the 28-yard line. Figliola on the return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Grand Island. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Grand Island. Dean Santorio likes to alternate quarterbacks between Justin Horvath and Tyler Weigel. So at least that's the last time we did a game against Jamestown. One of them, I think it was Weigel, took a big hit and sat out most of the game. And Weigel is going
Weigel's
to be
more
under
like
center.
the dual threat that you talked about there, Stu. He's like that dual threat quarterback, and you'll see Horvath pass the ball a little bit more than what we saw Weigel did.
Weigel goes into the shotgun. And he will hand it off, and barreling forward looks like that 21, and that would be Jack Dugokinski.
Now, we didn't see Jack the last time that these guys played Jamestown. He was out that game. So this is an opportunity now. They get their running back to be able to go against this South Park team. So no doubt he's a huge addition to a big team that they had to play.
So a 3-yard gain brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Vikings, trailing 6-0. And there's a handoff, and going right up the middle and getting some good room is Dugokinski. He's all the way at the 30, at the 25, 20, and a touchdown-saving tackle inside the 5-yard line. And it'll be 1st and goal for Grand Island, and I think that was Amar Polk on the tackle. A touchdown-saving tackle. Dugokinski got caught from behind, but it is 1st and goal Grand Island.
I actually think it was it 14? Is that what you had? What did you have on that one?
Well, I thought it was number 7 making the tackle, but that could easily be wrong.
I think it was 14 right here comes out. I think it was Quincy Bishop who actually ran him down right there.
Well, you're probably right. 1st and goal for Grand Island. Weigel takes the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Weigel into the end zone for the touchdown. And it's a tie game at 6-6, so Grand Island answers immediately with the huge run by Dugokinski, and then Weigel takes it in himself, 6-6, with 4:01 to play in the first quarter. What did you say about this game and the running game before it started?
That's exactly it, but this was big to Grand Island as they get their running back and proved exactly why they needed him back. That is a big run and big start there for Grand Island to make sure they stay in this game and don't fall behind.
Spencer Heck will try the extra point for Grand Island. The holder is Justin Horvath, the other quarterback. The kick is up and good, and just like that, Grand Island takes a 7-6 lead with 4:01 to play in the first quarter. So South Park, a long time-consuming drive for a short touchdown run. Grand Island, a short drive with a huge run involved.
Yeah,
what,
that
a
was
4-play drive?
Yeah, minute and a half about was what it was, and we talked about 6.5 minutes for South Park right there. But what an answer right there, and what a great job running the ball by Dugokinski right there. Does a fantastic job of answering the drive that you just saw there by South Park.
So now Grand Island will kick it off. Heck will kick it off, and Jackson and Fulgham are the deep men. They're back at about their own 10-yard line.
I've got 2 scoring updates for you, Stu. We got a close game at Iroquois, as Olean has now scored. It's an 8-7 game. Iroquois leads. We have a score at Medina Eden. As Eden has kicked a field goal, it is now 16-3. Medina's up over Eden.
And the kick will bounce at about the 40, and it will roll, be picked up by one of the up men, and he's immediately pounded on and down at about the 25-yard line. Keon Dredd with the ball there for South Park. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Sparks, now trailing 7-6.
Stu, I've been amazed how that play that you just saw right there has worked for so many teams to be able to get it this season. We've seen that recovered how many times doing games so far?
I would say the great majority of time. Most high school kickers aren't going to get you touchbacks, except maybe Austin Lippert from Frontier. Right?
Well, he was kicking. There's a couple guys we've seen, but I agree with where you're going there. We haven't seen a ton blast it. But they've worked on this kind of this mid-range kick. And what happens is we've seen guys not go up there and be aggressive to get it.
There's a handoff to Jackson, trying to run to the right, cuts it back, now goes back to the outside, still on his feet, and is finally brought down on the far side. Don't think he got much there. Maybe lost a yard.
Yeah, it looks like he lost a yard.
Well, it'll be 2nd down and 11 or more, but I'm going to say 11 for now. They're going to 2nd and 12, they're going to say. So, yeah, that kick, Tom, it's funny because all kinds of things can happen on the kickoff, and that's exactly what they want. The kicking team wants to create that kind of chaos, and it's worked a few times. And I'm guessing that on the part of some of those players, a little bit of panic has set in, which is exactly what they want. 2nd and 12. And there's a handoff, and coming to the near side and that's coming back because there's a flag, but Fulgham got about 8 or 9 yards. And that flag was in the holding area, and that's what it is. Mike Bukowski signals it's a hold. It'll go against South Park. It'll be 2nd down and just a little bit longer.
To you South Park Grand Island fans, we've got a scoring update coming from Jamestown, and you guessed it, Jamestown 14, Will South nothing. Oh, wow. Get ready for this one.
Oh, no. What? Fry again?
A 50-yard touchdown pass to Chin and a 2-point conversion as Medina takes a 24-3 lead.
Wow. The Medina, boy, they were fun to watch that night in the rain at Tonawanda. Oh, my. That was a long night. 2nd and 22 from the 15-yard line. Pajak back to pass. Now he's going to run, rolls to the right, looks to throw, puts it up in the air, deep downfield. Intercepted, picked off by Grand Island. And I believe that was Jackson Jones picking it off. And it'll be Grand Island ball at about their own 45-yard line. And look at them mob him. Talk about excitement on the sidelines. And I think what happened there, Pajak just couldn't get quite enough oomph on the throw and it kind of hung up there.
Listen, not too many people are giving Grand Island a chance in this game. So you bet they're going to get excited, and you bet they're going to do everything they can to go after this one now. And you keep a team like this in more and more in the game, Stu, you know what starts to happen. You start to believe it, and that's exactly when the positivity really comes out.
So 2:55 to play first quarter, 7-6 Grand Island. Vikings ball, 1st and 10 on the South Park 45-yard line. Weigel hands it off to Dugo Kinski, spinning forward for about a 2 or 3 yard gain to be 2nd down. So South Park prevented Dugo Kinski from getting loose again like he did on the first drive.
And I think on the tackle was Antonio Halton, the junior defensive end, 6'3", 210-pounder.
They're going to say it's a 1 yard gain. We'll make it 2nd down and 9 from the 44-yard line.
Quick scoring update comes from Iroquois as they now take a 16-7 lead over Olean.
Weigel gets the snap, throws to Dugo Kinski on the far side. There's a flag in the backfield. Dugo Kinski spins away from a couple of tacklers, gets 7 or 8 yards, but that one's coming back. It's a penalty on Grand Island.
It's an illegal shift. Yep.
So it'll be 2nd down and a little bit longer. Well, I would like to see Brandon Fry's numbers from tonight. In fact, for the season, even in a short season, he's piling up some amazing numbers.
listen, I've been also saying is what could be the game of the weekend is CSP versus Southwestern,
and
right?
You'll be there, won't you?
And I will be there. But you're talking about this big heavyweight matchup of two teams facing in the first round, right? Well, guess what? The winner of that game has got to face Medina right now.
Well, that should be a great game.
So you don't think this is over. You got Medina still left.
That should be a fabulous matchup. So we're under 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Grand Island up 7-6. Vikings back at their own 49-yard line. A second down and 14. Weigel awaits the shotgun snap. He's going to throw. No, it's a quarterback draw, and he comes to the near side, gets through the hole, and gets about a yard or two beyond the original line of scrimmage, where it'll be third down and about 8 yards to go for a first down. So it's about a gain of 6 there.
Right on the tackle, number 55, Tavi Cruz, the junior, 5'11", 250, 15-pounder.
You were here when South Park won the state championship, weren't you? In 2015?
Yes. Yep.
That was a fun team. I was at that
It was
championship.
fun. It was great to just see the excitement that really came out of Buffalo from it, too.
3rd and 8 from the 43 for the Vikings. Dugokinski goes in motion. Weigel, the pass, almost behind him, makes a great catch, stumbles and is tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss back to about the 48-yard line. And it'll be 4th down for Grand Island, 4th and 14. So the Vikings so far unable to take advantage of the turnover and will punt it back to the Sparks.
Fulcrum did a great job right there of an open field tackle to be able to make that play. And now, Grand Island absolutely doing what I believe should be done right now to punt and try to make sure that South Park doesn't have that great field position that if they get, watch what they can do with it.
Well, Fulgham is back deep. He's back at about his 10-yard line to get the punt. And it looks like the Grand Island guys they don't want this ball snapped before the end of the quarter. And that's the end of the first quarter. So at the end of one quarter, it's Grand Island 7, South Park 6. Tom and I will be back with the second quarter after this.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Back at All High Stadium, Grand Island getting set to punt. The teams have obviously switched ends. There's a snap. Steck punts it away. Fulgham lets it bounce at the 15. It bounces at the 10. He picks it up, drops the ball. It's loose. Fulgham somehow was able to pick it up, but he's buried under tacklers at about his own 5-yard line. Well, they just barely avoided an absolute disaster where they turn the ball over. They get the ball back, but they're at about their own 5-yard line, 4-yard line, according to the scoreboard. So we'll see. 1st and 10, South Park with a long way to go.
We got some scoring updates when we get a chance to hear Stu, too.
So it's 1st and 10, South Park at their own 6-yard line.
I want to throw a special shout out. We got a special listener. I want to show it special. Little Webby, Alex Webster out there. I know you're listening.
Well, there goes Fulgham, and he's out close to a first down. A great run there. Go ahead, a little more from Little Webby.
He is. He's my baseball guy. I love this kid. He really is. He's great to fun. I get a chance to coach him. Just a great kid. He really is. And his dad is a guy who here helps run the complex here at All High. Just Little Webby, know you're out there. Know you're going to be back here soon. Can't wait to see you back.
That was a first down run for Fulgham. First and 10 now at the 17-yard line, so a gain of 11. Pajak awaits the snap, hands it off, and that time there's no room to run. And no gain on the play, maybe even a loss. Some good Grand Island defense there. They tighten up after a big first down run. So it'll be 2nd and 11 for the Sparks at their own 16. South Park scored first. They took a 6-0 lead. Their 2-point conversion try was stopped, and then Grand Island came back, scored, and kicked the extra point. That's where we are, 7-6, early second quarter. South Park, Pajak back to pass. His last pass was picked off. He's going to run. He throws the pass. It's caught by Fulgham, but he is buried under an avalanche of tacklers, and it'll be 3rd down.
I think it was Jackson, actually, who caught that one.
Jackson? Okay.
Yeah. Tough to tell with some of the dark numbers right there.
Very tough.
But, Stu, let's give some scoring updates, because one score is big to this game right here is we got a Jamestown scores. Will South has now scored, and it's Jamestown 14, Will South 7 at the end of the first quarter. We have a score from Orchard Park for the AA conference. It is 0-0 as Orchard Park and Clarence are tied 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. And then Medina has scored again for a 32-3 lead. Chin with a pick six, 45-yard touchdown.
Pajak the pass caught on the far side, well short of the first down. It'll be 4th down for South Park. So I guess the Billies are coming back, huh?
We'll see. A long game, right? That catch was by Amar Polk, is who that was. The 6-foot, 165-pound wide receiver for South Park.
So it'll be 4th down, and the Sparks will punt it away. Figliola and Heck back deep at about the midfield stripe. Now they'll move up a little bit closer to the 45-yard line. They're on the South Park 45. And the punt is away. They'll take a good bounce for South Park. It'll roll toward the midfield stripe, cross into Grand Island territory, and will be downed at the Grand Island 46-yard line where the Vikings will have it. 1st and 10.
Great field position here for Grand Island, Stu. This is exactly what they're looking for, and we should see them go right back to the run.
Well, the Vikings lead it 7-6, and their last punt pinned South Park deep in their own end of the field, and the Sparks were unable to drive it out of there. So Weigel comes back out at quarterback, the Grand Island senior.
We haven't seen them do a switch
No.
yet, right? It's been all Weigel so far, but they've also been making sure for the most part they've stayed on the ground.
Yes. Dugokinski has carried the ball a lot. And there's a handoff, and going up the middle is Dugokinski again, I believe.
Yep.
And that's about a 4-yard gain. Will be 2nd down and about 6.
And that was Holton again on the tackle. Holton, we've already called his name a couple times today as he's coming up big defensively for South Park.
8:40 to play in the first half, 7-6 Grand Island. Sun's still shining here in downtown Buffalo. Well, we're not quite downtown, but close enough.
We're pretty downtown.
Yeah, we're basically on the campus of Bennett High School at All High Stadium. The lights are on and the sun is shining. Weigel takes the snap. It's the quarterback draw, and he's got a 1st down. And Fulgham looked like with a tackle there to save an even bigger gain. It'll be 1st and 10 for Grand Island on the South Park side of the field. The ball spotted at the Sparks 43-yard line.
Jamestown answers. They now score again as they're up 22-7 over Will South. And in Orchard Park has scored for the first time down in Orchard Park as they take a 7-0 lead over Clarence. Boy, the scores are coming in fast and furious today, Stu.
That's what we like to have. That's the idea, when you can get them. 1st and 10 Grand Island at the South Park 43-yard line. Weigel awaits the snap, back to pass, and whistles on a flag. So let's see what Mike Binkowski says is going on here.
Flag on the play.
And a false start against the Vikings. It'll be 1st and 15 from the South Park 48.
We will spot the ball back 5 yards.
Now, Dean Santorio is also the Grand Island baseball coach.
He absolutely is.
You had an interesting conversation with him before the game. Were you talking a little baseball with him?
A little bit, and it's the same thing I'm hearing from a lot of these coaches. I talked to Chuck Sen in Orchard Park. I just talked to Mark D'Alfonso over in Lancaster. It's been tough because what they're trying to do with these cases is, in Chuck Sen's case and Coach Santorio's cases, is they're trying to coach both teams, and they have to somehow pick a team to be able to go out there for baseball. So they're trying to have baseball practice and football practice and get their team ready. It's been tough, no doubt about it.
1st and 15 from the 48 for Grand Island. Vikings in the white, leading 7-6. Handoff to Dugo Kinski, and he breaks away from some tackles and gets back close to the original line of scrimmage where it'll be 2nd down. Good run there, and some pretty good defense by the Sparks, too. They weren't going to let him break contain. He had the big, what was it, about a 65-yard run on the first Grand Island drive.
And it looked like on the tackle, the first one there was number 25, Saquon Bland, the sophomore linebacker, 5'8", 175-pounder.
Well, Justin Horvath, the other quarterback, came into the game, so I think they have 2 quarterbacks in the game because I didn't see Weigel come out.
Weigel will go to wide receiver as well as run the ball himself, too. But looks like I won't be surprised to see a pass and play here.
And there it is. It's a throw by Horvath, and it is caught by Figliola, and he's inside the 30-yard line for a 1st down for Grand Island.
And that was actually Hepburn on the tackle right there.
So 1st and 10, Grand Island at the South Park 28-yard line. So Grand Island doing more than hanging tough here.
It's kind of what we talked about, right? I said when you see Horvath come in, they're going to go to more of a passing offense is what they do. When Weigel's in there, it's more of a run. Not to say Weigel won't throw the ball, but what I'm seeing is you're seeing 2 different styles normally come into play when you see Horvath versus Weigel.
Well, here's Horvath, back to pass. He's got time. He throws it. It's caught. Nice catch inside the 20-yard line by Figliola again. And it'll be, I think that's another 1st down for Grand Island.
Yep, and I think Polk was the one on the tackle right there. Mark Polk, number 7, was the one on the tackle, the junior defensive back.
So 1st down for Grand Island. And the Vikings moving the ball through the air on this drive. 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line. And Horvath stays in at quarterback. And he'll hand it off to Dugo Kinski. Goes right up the middle. Barrels forward for close to maybe 9 yards there. He'll be 2nd and short. About 2nd and 1.
Stu, you ready for this one?
Let me guess. Medina Fry. Am I right?
Medina's Fry, 60-yard touchdown in the 2-point conversion for Brian Fry as Medina takes a 40-3 lead.
Tell me they're close to halftime.
Just asked how much time was left, too. I was thinking the same thing you were, Stu.
We're under 5 minutes.
10 minutes in the second quarter still left.
Oh, my. Less than 5 minutes to play in the first half. Horvath hands it off to Dugo Kinski, and he's into the end zone for the Grand Island touchdown. And it's a 13-6 lead for the Vikings. Dugo Kinski with the touchdown run as Grand Island adds to its lead. So Grand Island came out, went to a passing game, mixed it up a little bit, and went right back to the running game, and Dugo Kinski takes it in for 6.
That's been the biggest difference that we've seen from this game against Jamestown versus now is Dugo Kinski. He has been huge. This kid's for real, and we're seeing him run.
And we get the kick is up, but I think we had whistles and a flag beforehand, so let's see what this flag is for.
I think it was offsides on South Park is what it was.
Well, let's see if we get an official explanation as Mike Binkowski walks toward the Grand Island bench and puts his hands on his hips, says offside. I told you, Tom, you should be an official. Offside against Grand Island, and now it looks like they may change personnel and go for 2.
Which is a good move because you know South Park will be going for 2 points, right? Because now with this 2-point conversion, you make it a 2-score game if you can convert this.
So Horvath is in the game at quarterback, and Dugo Kinski is also in the backfield.
The Vikings set up for the conversion.
So Horvath out of the shotgun. Dugokinski standing a little bit to his right. And Dugokinski gets the ball and spins forward, and let's see. I'm waiting for a call from one of these officials. We got a player down. Nope, he's up, and I still haven't seen any indication from any officials as to whether or not that was good or not.
No good.
No good. There it is for Mike Binkowski. No good. So the score remains 13-6. Grand Island with 4:51 to play in the first half. So how many touchdowns does Fry have tonight?
I think that's 3 already.
Oh my! And none of them were like little bitty 1-yard touchdown.
No, we talked. Let's see, 42-yard, 25-yard, and 60-yard.
He's going to have over 200 yards by halftime if he doesn't
There's
already.
Still 10 minutes left in the second quarter.
Well, Grand Island adds to its lead. They lead 13-6. 4:51 to play in the first half. The Vikings will kick it off to the Sparks.
Got an injury out there right now.
Yes, and I can't tell who that is being helped off the field for South Park.
Is that Hepburn, number 1?
It could be.
It's either 1. It looks like 1 or 7. It could be Polk, too. I can't tell if it's a 1 or a 7.
No, neither can I. Well, right now we have Mike Binkowski standing in front of the player and he's being helped off. I still can't see the number. Looks like there's a 27, maybe is one of them helping him off.
Yeah, helping him off.
That's
yeah.
Isaiah Kelly helping his teammate off the field. Well, Jackson and Fulgham will be back deep as Hecht is set to kick it off. And hopefully whoever was down for South Park is healthy and able to return to the game. There's the whistle, and there is the kickoff. And once again, it'll bounce and be picked up by one of the up men, and I believe that's Dredd again, coming to the near side, and he'll take it out to about the 46-yard line. So that's 3 times, 3 kickoffs, and 3 times they've done the same kind of kickoff. No one is going to have a chance to return a kickoff on a deep kick, so it'll be 1st and 10 South Park at their own 46-yard line.
But Stu, we've been watching that all season. That's been a big kick for a lot of teams that have really brought into their arsenal. And you've seen so many teams have a problem with it. Or those players that are kind of those mid guys, they're not being aggressive and going after it. And we're seeing guys actually get the ball for their own team and recovering it.
1st and 10 for the Sparks. There's the handoff to Fulgham, and he's brought down maybe a yard, but maybe not even that. A short run there. It'll be 2nd and 9. We'll call it a gain of a yard.
And it looked like the first one on the tackle was number 5, Ben Steck, the senior defensive end, 6'1", 190-pounder.
I'm going to have to stand, Tom, because All High Stadium has the beams, which is
Yes.
right in my line of sight. So I'm going to move to my left. And this is the quarterback, and he's got plenty of running room as Jackson at the 30, the 20, and finally shoved out of bounds at about the 12-yard line. Keith Jackson shoved out of bounds by Jack Dugokinski. A huge run there, and South Park is inside the 10-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal for the Sparks, and that's the kind of thing that we've been expecting to see from South Park.
Listen, it's been a running game period by both sides, as you've seen Fulgham as well as Jackson do it for South Park, and we see Dugokinski right now doing it for Grand Island. It's been a game right now. Who's going to be able to run the ball better is going to be the key.
It's actually a 1st down at the 11-yard line. Now the handoff to Fulgham, barreling through there, and he gets about 4 or 5 yards. It'll be 2nd down. We'll see where they spot the ball. We'll call it 2nd and 7 for the Sparks. Ball on the 8-yard line. Now remember, South Park can get a 1st down here. And it's a direct snap to Jackson, and he goes forward and is shoved back after a short gain.
Number 3, Keith Jackson on the direct snap. Short short gain on the play, so that's going to bring up 3rd and 10 for the Sparks. Correction, 3rd and 8 for the Sparks. Why is it 10? That's right.
2:50 to play, second quarter, 13-6, Grand Island. As Thomas mentioned, has been primarily a running game. Grand Island does have the lone turnover on an interception. And let's see what the Sparks do here. And Pajak back to pass. He throws. It is caught. It looks like right at about the 1 yard line. Close. That looks very close to a first down.
Pajak's pass is complete.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be about 1.5 yards off from the first down because they can get a first down and not score.
So it's fourth. Long yard coming up for the Sparks.
4th and 1. Well, the scoreboard says 3rd and 4, but the stick says 4th down. It's got to be about 4th and a yard. Can't be very much. And now we're getting a timeout taken by South Park. So that's the first timeout by South Park, and the teams will surround their various coaches and other personnel on the field. So the ball looks like it's at about the 2 or 3 yard line, and they just have to get to the 1 yard line to get the first down. So I guess they're about 1 yard or maybe 2 short. You're not going to tell me that Fry scored again, are you?
No.
Oh,
I haven't gotten any updates, so.
Just wanted to make sure. What now? He's going to the University of Toledo to play baseball?
He is, yeah.
Good for him. We've had at least one other Western New Yorker. Well, 2, I think. Didn't the Titans punter Kern go to Toledo?
Not
Pretty
sure.
sure he did. And also David Fluellen, I think, from Lockport went to Toledo. And now I have to look up, I believe it's a Titans punter. I have to look it up.
All right, we do have another score. It wasn't Brian Fry, though, but a 40-yard pass by Xander Payne to Jaron Rim for a touchdown. Medina's up 47-3 over Eden.
Oh, my. Well, here come the South Park Sparks. 4th down. They're trailing 13-6, minute 57 seconds left in the half. 4th and about 1 yard for a first down, and obviously they can get into the end zone. And there's Jackson going right up the middle for the touchdown. He took the direct snap and scores, and it's a 13-12 game in favor of Grand Island. So Jackson finds the end zone, and the game gets a little bit closer. Brett Kern, Toledo from Grand Island, New York. So there's 2 Western New Yorkers who also went to Toledo. So South Park will go for 2 and try to take a 1-point lead here. Right now they trail by 1. And coming to the near side and barreling into the end zone is Jackson, and the 2-point conversion is good, and the Sparks take a 14-13 lead with 1:52 to play in the first half. And now the sun has apparently gone down, and as we approach the dusk hour, still plenty of daylight left. But South Park now retakes the lead. So we've seen each team have a drive with a huge run in it. The first Grand Island scoring drive with the Duke Okinski run, and that one with South Park, and the big run by Jackson.
It's been running, and really we've seen a couple passes by both sides, especially when we saw Horvath finally come into the game for Grand Island. He comes big as he really helps lead the Grand Island team with the pass, and then Duke Okinski finishes off for the run. But it has been mainly the run by both teams right now that have really been the answers in this game, or the scoring opportunities in this game.
So South Park gets set to kick it off. Looks like Antonio Halton, number 10, set to kick off. And that kick will bounce at the 25 and gets past Figliola, but he picks it up on the bounce and looks for running room on the far side. He can't find much. A late flag comes in as the ball's at about the 22-yard line. That late flag, not sure what that might be. And it's going against Grand Island. It's a holding against the Vikings, so that will back the Vikings up deep into their own end of the field. And it looks like Horvath is going to stay in at QB for the time being, as I see Weigel on the sidelines here. So,
got a scoring update for you. No, it's not where you think it, but it's a game that's important to this. As we got a score in Jamestown, Jamestown takes a 30-7 lead with 8 minutes left in the first half.
Over the Billies of Williamsville South. So that'll take the ball all the way back to the Grand Island 10-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 for the Vikings. And there goes Horvath into the huddle for Grand Island. It's nice to have two quarterbacks. Usually when a coach says we have two quarterbacks, it means they don't have a quarterback at all. But in this case, they have two quarterbacks. They're just different and effective in their own way.
Very different styles.
1st and 10 for the Vikings. Down 14-13. Dugokinski goes in motion to the far side. Back to passes Horvath. He throws, caught over the middle, and still on his feet is Dugokinski. Oh, they said he was down. Oh.
It was close. It was really close.
That knee must have just barely touched. He kept running as though he didn't think his knee touched, which is a smart play on his part. But the officials said it touched, therefore he is down. Otherwise, that was 6 for Grand Island, and South Park is having a little bit of trouble defending the passing game.
Horvath, though, doing a fantastic job passing the ball right now. He is leading the way passing. He's come in, especially because it didn't look like he was going to play there for a while. First 3 possessions, nothing. Now coming out and doing his thing.
Well, that was a great throw. So 1st and 10 from the 34 for Grand Island. Horvath will throw it again. He throws deep downfield, and it is caught by Jackson all the way down at the South Park 29-yard line. Jackson Jones with the big catch. He already has an interception, and now he has a huge reception as the Vikings move smartly downfield as they try to retake the lead.
I want to say is I don't think he's got an incompletion, does he?
I don't want to jinx him, but I think you're. I think so.
I don't either, but I think that's exactly how good he's come into this game and as effective as he has been.
I think you're right. 1st and 10 at the South Park 30 for Grand Island, and Horvath is going to throw it again. This time he's going to run. He's under trouble. He's sacked. He tried to run, tried to cut him up the middle, and there was no running room there, and down he goes. And now we have a timeout on the field taken by Grand Island with 37.2 seconds left in the first half. It'll be 2nd down. He might have gained a yard. Now they're going to say no gain, so we'll call it 2nd and 10. They lost 2, so we'll say 2nd and 12. So Horvath tried to throw at that time, ran out of time, decided to try and run, and was brought down.
Which is smart. He didn't have the open play at least. It wasn't a turnover. He did the right things on that play, especially because you're still giving your team a chance to be able to score right here. And with the threat he's had of the long ball already, he's going to give himself an opportunity.
So it'll be 2nd and 12 from the 32. Grand Island clearly, once Horvath came in, goes into a much more consistent passing mode as opposed to a little bit more running when Weigel's, a lot more running when Weigel's in there. So Dugokinski in the backfield along with Horvath. Jackson Jones has been a big play man for Grand Island. And now Dugokinski comes in motion to the near side. Horvath back to throw. He throws, caught, and knocked out of bounds. And it looks like that's Figliola. And that's close to a 1st down. Let's see where they spot the ball. Not sure if he got out of bounds or not. And Grand Island will take its 2nd timeout. And now look at this. Weigel comes out into the huddle, and Horvath is still out there. Of course, the coach is out there too, so we'll see what happens. They say 3rd down and 1 on the scoreboard with 29.5 seconds left in the half.
We had a scoring update coming from Orchard Park as Orchard Park scores again. They now take a 14-0 lead at halftime. And we're about to go to halftime right here. So a couple games moving very quickly right now, especially when you have two teams that are running the ball like we're seeing here.
Or completing passes
completing
in
passes,
bounds.
exactly.
All right, 3rd and 1 from the 21 for Grand Island. The Vikings, by my unofficial count, have 1 timeout left. Weigel will take the snap from the shotgun. And he'll move up, and it's a direct snap to Dugokowski. There's a flag. It's coming back, but here's Horvath on the far side. He throws. It's incomplete, intended for Weigel, and it's an illegal shift on Grand Island. So they tried to get a kind of a trick play on there, and it did not work. And the flag came out. So that was not exactly what the Vikings wanted to do. So it goes against Grand Island, and it'll be 3rd down and a bit longer than 3rd and 1. So Weigel comes back to the sidelines.
Grand Island did not like that call right there.
No.
They did not think that was anything wrong with that play, and it was something that he definitely was fighting, wanted it in his favor.
Well, both quarterbacks are on the sidelines, and now it looks like Coach Santorio is talking to Horvath.
It looks like he's getting his play is what he's doing right here.
Yep, and he's going back into the huddle. 22.7 seconds left in the half, 14-13 South Park. It's 3rd and 6 from the 26. And you were right, you could tell that Grand Island did not like that call, but that flag came out almost immediately. The second the ball was snapped, that flag was out, so something happened. Now here's Horvath, back to pass. He throws deep downfield, and it is intercepted by South Park and brought down at about the Sparks 1-yard line. And that'll be South Park ball with 14 seconds. And there's another flag. This time is at the 20-yard line holding, and that's on South Park.
Oh, wow.
But will they keep the ball is the question. Was it before the interception or after?
And it was Jackson who intercepted that too, by the way.
So let's see. It looks like South Park is going to keep the ball. Because I would imagine if you thought the Grand Island staff was unhappy, imagine how unhappy the South Park staff will be if they don't get the ball. No, they keep the ball. It's 1st down for South Park, deep in their own end of the field. A huge interception there by the Sparks.
That's going to be on the 1-yard line, Stu. They're going to actually, so it was half the distance to the goal, so it'll be on the 1-yard line is where it is, as that's where South Park will start off.
Well, Keith Jackson with the interception, and he's been huge for the Sparks all night. So 1st and 10 from the 1-yard line for South Park with 14.1 seconds left. So we'll see if they'll most likely kneel down and get out of the half with the lead, but stranger things have happened.
I don't know if you can kneel down on the 1-yard line. That's going to be really tough to do. I think you're going to probably see them try to do one run play.
Okay, then you could quarterback sneak it. He could, although they generally do line up in the shotgun.
But hand it off to Fulgham, hand it off to Jackson, just do one run play. I think that's what you're going to see. Oh, well, no, they're...
Well, let's see.
They're in the, where they're going to knee it right there.
Yeah, it looks like it. Looks like, yeah.
Quarterback keeper.
Quarterback keeper, and a gain of a couple. Clock is still ticking. And that should do it for the first half as the first half comes to a close. At halftime, it is South Park 14, Grand Island 13. We're back with the second half after this short break.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere, covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, From video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
300 Level Media is a locally owned and operated multi-purpose media company right here in Western New York. You'll find us everywhere covering the Bills, Sabres, Buttes, Bisons, Big Four basketball, local college sports, and much more. Our staff offers a variety of media services, from video production, live event coverage, audio broadcasts, professional voiceovers, camera operation, and videography. Visit www.300levelmedia.com or give us a call at 716-427-2600. This is 300 Level Media.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being. Our passion.
Call 835-WOLF. Remember, you calling the wolf. That's all you had to say. Call today.
Why do you exercise? To look better? To feel better? To drop a few pounds? To train for an event? To defy age? Or to keep your ability to say yes to the things you love to do? Whatever motivates you, G&G Fitness Equipment is here to get you there. Treadmills, ellipticals, rowers, bikes, home gyms, and accessories. We'll pair you with the right equipment, teach you how to use it, and be there every step of your fitness journey. G&G Fitness. Your goal is our goal.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
Being home. Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
Logistics Plus is a global transportation provider headquartered in Erie, PA with locations worldwide, including right here in Western New York. Logistics Plus is consistently recognized as a fast-growing transportation and logistics company, great supply chain partner, top freight broker, leading project cargo manager, and a great place to work. With a strong passion for excellence, our 500-plus employees put the plus in logistics. Call our Buffalo office today for an efficient, personal approach for all of your transportation needs. WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
I love being home. There's nothing better than owning the perfect house to come home to. You've earned it, and we'll make it happen. Our local real estate experts and in-house team of financial professionals make buying or selling your home simple. Howard Hanna. Home happens here.
I love being home.
Welcome back to All High Stadium. Stu Boyer and Tom Prince as we get set for the second half of the South Park Grand Island game. South Park leading this one 14-13. And Tom, what are you expecting in the second half? Pretty much more of the same, I would imagine.
Yeah, I mean, it's what we talked about early on at the start of this game. Was Grand Island going to be able to stop the run that we know we're going to see two guys run the ball in Fulgham and in Jackson? And so far, they've done a fantastic job right out there. Then the question was going to be, was Grand Island going to be able to play their game? And we didn't get a chance the first time to see Dugo Kinski run the ball because he was hurt in the game against Jamestown. And I'm going to tell you, he has stepped up big in this game. And then Horvath, who comes in the fourth possession of Grand Island, starts passing the ball all over the field and doing a fantastic job right now from passing the ball. So the question will be is, whose strength's going to win right out in the end? That's what we're going to wait and see.
South Park getting set to kick off. The Grand Island Deep Men are now up at about their own 20-yard line. Sparks lead it 14-13. The second half is underway. This will be caught at the 20 by Dukinski. Comes to the near side, takes it all the way out just beyond the 35-yard line, about the 36 or 37-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Grand Island. The Vikings attacking the goal to our right. The Sparks in the dark uniforms will attack the goal to our left. 1st and 10 Grand Island from their own 38-yard line. And Weigel will come back into the game at quarterback for Grand Island. And, of course, you know, the Vikings, they had a trick play. There was a penalty on the trick play that they didn't like. They probably didn't like it for two reasons. Number one, there was a penalty and it couldn't work the way they wanted to. Number two, they showed the play, so the element of surprise is gone.
And it could have gone for a touchdown because the receiver was wide open.
Yes, that's the other part of it. And there's a handoff, and up the middle goes Dugokowski. He's got a first down.
Number 21,
That was the same play that he took off for almost a touchdown in the first half. So that play is absolutely a big gainer for Grand Island.
And he takes it all the way out to the 47-yard line of Grand Island, so 1st and 10 Vikings.
And if you notice, Weigel is back in at quarterback right now too.
So 1st and 10. Figliola in motion, a fake handoff, and they send it up to Dugokowski again. And he's got another 6 or 7 yards. So that'll take it into South Park territory where it'll be 2nd down for the Vikings. A 2nd and 3 from the 46-yard line of South Park.
It's got some scoring updates. It's a big one. Jamestown now takes a 45-7 lead over Williamsville South.
Yeah, tough night for the Billies.
Medina, 283 total yards to 99 yards at halftime for Eden.
What's the score of that game?
47-3.
Oh, my. Weigel takes the snap. He's going to run it himself, and not much room to run. It looks like no gain for Weigel. It'll bring up 3rd down. So no one sent in Fry's statistics, did they?
No, I didn't get his specific statistics.
Well, let's just say there's an awful lot of them.
Well, like we said, we knew in 3 touchdowns alone it was over 100 yards right there.
Yes. So 3rd and 3 from the 46-yard line of South Park for Grand Island. Vikings down by 1, 14-13 as we hit the 10-minute mark of the 3rd quarter here at All High Stadium. Weigel awaits the snap. Hands it off to Figliola, and Figliola barrels forward. Looks like he might have a 1st down. And let's see where they spot it. I do think that is a 1st down. We'll wait for the official call from the officials. The official call from the officials. And there's the 1st down signal by Mike Binkowski. 1st and 10 Grand Island. And the ball will be at the 43-yard line of South Park. So the Vikings getting the ball to start the quarter and moving it smartly down the field.
Kind of exactly the way South Park started the game, if you remember. 6.5-minute drive to start off the game. Did nothing but run the ball, doing exactly the same thing to start off the second half, except for this time it's Grand Island.
Funny how these games often mirror things like that. Weigel is going to run it himself. And did the ball come out?
Yeah, it did.
The ball came out. The ball is loose. Let's see.
Looks like it is. It's South Park.
It's South Park football. And it'll be the Sparks ball at about their own 43-yard line. So Grand Island, that's the first Grand Island turnover.
No, second. The interception at the end of the half, too.
Second turnover.
Yep.
You're correct. Second turnover. So South Park starts 1st and 10 at their own 42-yard line, leading 14-13 with 8:54 to play here in the 3rd quarter.
So the question, who's going to get it, Fulgham or Jackson?
Oh, and Grand Island looks like they jumped offside. And I don't think South Park pulled them offside, and they did not. So it'll be 1st and 5 on the offside call, and then it'll take it out to the 47-yard line for South Park. The Vikings trying to get into the backfield a little bit quicker, anticipating that it would either be Fulgham or Jackson getting the ball from quarterback Pajak. And this time it's Jackson, and he'll get about 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and 2. 2nd and 2 for South Park. And there's Jackson trying to turn the corner, and that time he's shoved back for a loss, which will bring up 3rd down, and we'll see where they spot it and see how long South Park has to go for the 1st down. No doubt it's 3rd down. It's not as big a loss. They'll give them forward progress, and it looks like maybe a loss of a yard on the play. 2nd and 3 now from the 49-yard line for the Sparks.
Biggest crowd we've seen at All High, as this is the first time the competing team or the opposing team was allowed in here at All High Stadium.
3rd and 3. A pass. Pollock throws, caught. That's a first down on the far side. And he'll take it about the 40-yard line.
He is complete along the South Park sideline.
Believe Jackson caught that.
Looks as if the pass, ball being spotted right.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line of Grand Island.
That catch was by number 14, Quincy Bishop.
All right, Bishop. All right, well, it was not Jackson then. 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. And getting some good running room is Fulgham, and he's close to another first down.
Number 4, Farrell Fulgham getting the call.
So it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of about 8 on the play makes it 2nd
About
and 2.
2nd and 2 for South Park. And we got whistles and flags.
Flags on the play.
And that's a false start against the Sparks.
South Park.
So now instead of 2nd and 2, it'll be 2nd and 7. And this will be at the 46-yard line of.
It's 7 to go for the South Park first.
So it'll actually be at the 38-yard line where it'll be 2nd and 7. And there's a direct snap to Jackson on the far side. Jackson still on his feet. He's got some running room down the sideline. Touchdown, South Park. And that is Jackson's 2nd touchdown of the night. Keith Jackson with a 38-yard touchdown, and the Sparks take a 20-13 lead.
Wow, he gets into the open field. Watch out. He has got some wheels. He really does.
And they were on display right there on the 38-yard touchdown run. And now South Park will go for 2. And the ball is snapped and fumbled, picked up and thrown into the end zone, incomplete. There was a low snap, and Pajak picked it up, threw it toward the end zone, but it was incomplete. And now South Park will give the ball back to Grand Island, and the Vikings will look to have a better outcome than on their last drive when they fumbled it away.
And they were doing a great job of taking time off the clock, doing the right things. The fumble comes, right at the wrong time. And then what does South Park do? They capitalize it, and then it's all Jackson on that one as he takes it in for a touchdown.
So we'll see if Dean Santorio stays with Weigel or goes back to Horvath. That'll be an interesting decision because the passing game was really working. And of course, now they've turned it over once each way, once in the ground and once in the air. The one on the ground hurt them more because there was less time. I mean, there was more time. It was early in the half. And the one at the end of the half didn't really hurt them. They couldn't get into the end zone. In that sense, it definitely did hurt them. In other words, South Park had very little time to do anything with the turnover. So here's the kick on the kickoff. And it comes to the middle man, Dugokowski, and he's out to about the 36 or 37-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for Grand Island. And the Vikings trailing this one 20-13, looking to get back on the scoreboard.
Dugokowski doing it from everywhere, right? He's doing it running the ball. He's doing it on special teams. He's all over the field.
So the Vikings now start at their own 42-yard line, and Horvath is in at quarterback. So we can anticipate a bit more of a passing game here with Horvath taking the snap. Dugokowski goes in motion. Horvath takes the snap. He's in trouble. He gets hit. He throws. Almost intercepted. Intended for Figliola on the far side. Overthrown. And boy, oh boy, the safety of the corner came and was looking to really drill Horvath. And he maybe threw it a little faster than he wanted to. And it's an incomplete pass.
We got a score coming from Jamestown. Jamestown is up at halftime, 51-7 over Williamsville South.
Ouch, tough night for the Billies.
Butera, 3 touchdowns, 218 all-purpose yards.
Well, they can sit him out for the second half and get ready for next week. Horvath back to pass. He throws, caught on the far side. And after a short gain, looked like that was Joe Dugokinski or Luke Seifert. I couldn't tell if it was a 2 or an 8, but it's a short completion. It'll bring up a 3rd down.
And Medina doesn't want to be outdone, so they decided they're going to go score again, and Medina now leads 54-3.
Oh, my. Who are they playing again?
They're playing Eden.
Ooh. 50 to, are they at halftime yet?
Yeah, they
Okay,
I think they're in the
half.
second half, yeah.
All right, so, wow. 2 50-point. I wonder when the last time teams scored 50 points on the same night. 3rd and 5 from the 42 for Grand Island. Horvath back to pass, throws to the near side, caught by Dugokinski, and he gets walloped. I don't think he hung on to the ball. He took a wicked hit.
No, I think he did hold on to the ball.
That's a fabulous catch if he caught it. And you could see he was going to get hit, and he got popped. A good, clean hit. Nothing you can do about it. That's just football.
Quincy Bishop was the one with the hit right there.
Well, either way, whether it was caught or not, it will bring up 4th down, and hopefully Dugokinski is up and fine. That happened right in front of the Grand Island bench. There's an official timeout on the field. Let's take a break, and we'll be back right after this.
WNYathletics.com is the premier high school sports website in Western New York, providing the best sports coverage of Section 6 and Monsignor Martin leagues. Check out our page for daily game recaps and late-breaking sports news. Our online scoreboards are updated in real time. Never miss a goal or touchdown. Visit WNYathletics.com today or follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, and subscribe to our YouTube.
When it's time to sell your home, start with a visit to howardhanna.com, ranked the #1 real estate site for sellers. A few clicks will show you the sales price you can expect for your home. We can get you the most money in the quickest amount of time because we know where the local buyers are and how to reach them. So if it's time to sell your home, visit howardhanna.com today, and we'll match you with a local Howard Hanna agent to sell your home fast.
I love being home.
Welcome back to All High Stadium. Jack Dugokinski is up and went back to the bench. It is 4th down and 5 for Grand Island from their own 42-yard line. A huge hit there. Mario Taylor walloped him, and Grand Island will punt it away.
Yeah, so we apologize. We had 14 on our rosters as Quincy Bishop. Number 14 is actually Mario Taylor.
So Grand Island will punt it away, and the kick is high in the air. It'll bounce at the 40 and roll down to the 30 and inside the 30-yard line where it will be down by the Vikings. And it'll be 1st and 10 South Park. Sparks leading this one 20-13. Well, Dugokinski took a wallop, was down for a bit, and got back up and is now going back into the game to play some defense. And he caught the ball to boot.
That's probably the most amazing part of that, is that he caught the ball and made sure that he held on to it the whole way through.
Yeah, it's amazing that he hung on because he really got walloped. So 1st and 10 South Park at their own 28-yard line. And there's a handoff, and going up the middle and gaining big yards is Fulgham on the far side. And he's finally brought down inside the Grand Island 40-yard line, all the way down to about the 37 or 36-yard line.
Dugokinski was the one in on the tackle right there, too.
1st and 10 from the 35 for South Park. The Sparks looking to add to that lead. As darkness descends here on All High Stadium, getting a little harder to see those South Park numbers. There goes Jackson onto the far side, and he does not find much running room as Grand Island's defense stiffens and throws them back. He's second down.
Got a scoring update with the rivalry game, Ken West, Ken East. At halftime, Ken West leads 26-6 over Ken East.
Those are the Chuck Funky Bowls.
Yeah, I think they were more of. Listen, we've got some big rivalry games, which is why you saw Ken East and the North Tonawanda game happening tonight. Not really a chunky bowl, but a Chuck Funky Bowl, but really a game that they wanted as the rivalry game.
Here's a pass deep downfield, intercepted, picked off by Jones for Grand Island. So the Vikings get the ball back. The second interception of the game for Jackson Jones. Mike Pajak threw it up there. And the Vikings pick it off, get the ball back deep in their own end of the field, trailing 20-13.
Surprised they're throwing the ball. They've been so good running the ball and really having these big chunks runs. I'm shocked that they're getting away from the run right there.
I think that ball hung up there a little bit,
yep.
A little underthrown, and that allowed Jackson to go up and get it. Second time tonight, he's picked one off. So 1st and 10, Grand Island at their own 13-yard line. Horvath takes the snap, hands it off to Dugo Kinski, and he barrels forward for about 4 or 5 yards. That kid is a player.
Yeah.
I mean, he kind of defines football player with the toughness he's demonstrated.
Yeah, he's fearless. He really is. Because I'll tell you, sometimes in a catch like that, when you know somebody's coming up, right, you can feel it when you're out there and you make a catch like that, that somebody's going to hit you. To be able to take a hit like that, hold on to the ball, and then come out and then be as aggressive as he is right now to still take a hit, wow, give this kid tons of credit.
2nd and 5 from the 17 for Grand Island. 20-13, South Park. South Park in the black, Grand Island in the white, if you're just joining us. And here's Horvath to throw. He's got some time. He throws on the far side. Almost caught and almost intercepted, intended for Jones, and broken up by the Sparks defense.
Yeah, Polk right there. And actually, I got to give Jones credit because it almost was where he went into defensive mode and knocked that out right there because Polk almost intercepts that ball.
So 3rd and 5 from their own 17-yard line for the Vikings. The Vikings would like to keep the drive alive. They don't want to give it back to South Park. It's only a 7-point game here, so close game here as the third quarter gets into the later stages. Horvath back to pass, and he's going to run. He breaks a couple of tackles, barrels forward, and did the ball come out? But he's very close to a first down. Waiting to see what the officials say. And first down, Grand Island. Nice run there by Horvath. Justin Horvath scrambles for a first down on what appeared to be kind of like a quarterback draw. So Horvath showing a little bit of his running ability. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Here's Horvath, rolls to the right, looks to throw, throws to the near side, caught, inbounds by,
Horvath's pass is complete along the Grand Island sideline.
I believe that was Figliola.
5, Ben Steck.
5 was Ben Steck. All right, well, in front of a bunch of players, and I couldn't see it. So it'll be, and there's a penalty on the play, and they're adding some yards. It'll give Grand Island a first down and take the ball all the way out, almost to midfield at the 49-yard line of Grand Island.
I didn't see it, but that has to be a personal foul penalty is what it is.
That's what it is. Yeah, there it is. Personal foul, first down. So someone on South Park commits the infraction.
North Tonawanda beats Tonawanda 33-20 in their rivalry game right there. And Eden adds on another field goal as Medina leads 54-6 in that one.
So 1st and 10 from their own 49 for Grand Island. Coming up on the 2-minute mark of the third quarter. Dugokowski goes in motion. Passes to Dugokowski behind the line of scrimmage, and he dives forward just to get right back to the line of scrimmage. So no gain really on the play, and it'll be second down. So Dugokowski makes the catch, realizes he's in trouble, dives forward to get back to the line of scrimmage. Second down and 10. 20-13, South Park leading this one. Been a good, tight, well-played game from the beginning to right now, too. And now we're pretty much complete in darkness, completely dark, as the stadium lights are on. Horvath back to pass. He throws and hit immediately as he catches the ball as Dugokowski, and he's lost a yard or two.
It was Mario Taylor who hits him again, is the first one there.
Taylor's actually had quite a game. Well, less than a minute to play here in the third quarter. 3rd and 12 for Grand Island at their own 47-yard line. So the Vikings offense has stalled a bit here in the second half. In fact, since the interception to end the first half, Grand Island's offense has really hit a rough patch. The fumble here in the third quarter didn't help that. That's been part of it. 3rd and 12 from the 47 for the Vikings. Dugokowski goes in motion. Horvath takes the snap. He throws over the middle. That one is caught a little bit short of the first down by Figliola, excuse me. And it'll be 4th down.
Horvath's pass is complete.
That was Jones? Was that Jones who caught that?
Yes.
All right, looked like Figliola. And that's the end of the third quarter with the score, South Park 20, Grand Island 13. We'll be back with the fourth quarter right after this.
At Cairo First Wellness, your health and well-being is our passion. Let us take care of you and your family like one of our own.
Cairo First Wellness Center is dedicated to providing patients long-term relief and teaching them how to continue taking care of themselves. With a blend of different techniques, services, and personalized treatment plans, we'll help you find wellness in a way that's right for you. Between chiropractic care, spinal decompression, nutritional counseling, massage therapy, custom orthotics, and more, your relief is in our hands. If twisting, popping, and cracking intimidate you, our Pro Adjuster restores the same range of motion as a physical adjustment would with gentle, repeated tapping.
Dr. Mo at Cairo First has been taking care of my back needs for the past 4 years. His staff treats you like family. I've had the traction, I've had the massage done, and every time leave here feeling fresh and brand new.
Cairo First Wellness Center. Your health and well-being, our passion.
Are you in pain from a no-fault car accident? Don't wait. Call RES Physical Medicine and Rehab today and take advantage of our 24 to 48-hour appointment pledge. One of our medical professionals will see you within 48 hours. RES offers DXD imaging for a more accurate diagnosis in less time. This allows our doctors to coordinate the most effective treatment plan to get you on your way to recovery faster. Feel better with RES Physical Medicine and Rehab. Click or call today to learn more.
4th down for Grand Island, and they are going for it as we start the fourth quarter. Horvath to pass. He throws. It is caught over the middle. A first down and then some, and spinning forward, I believe, is Dugokowski.
Horvath's pass is complete to number 21.
And it's a big-time completion and gain for a first down inside the 25-yard line.
That was Figliola who had that one.
Okay, I'm wrong again. We need spotters in this league. So 11:43, 1st and 10 from the 23 for Grand Island. The Vikings trying to tie this one up, trailing 20-13. Big 4th down conversion.
And not only that, it wasn't where they went for a little pass. They went for a big chunk right there, which is very surprising on the 4th down play. But they got it. What a great call right there.
Gutsy call, great execution. And Horvath gets the snap, and he's going to run, and he got maybe a yard before being brought down. And it'll bring up second down. Didn't have much room to run there.
Brought down for a loss in his own backfield. Second down coming up for the Vikings.
Boy, this is big. Boy, can Grand Island come down and tie this one up? We said, you know, what happens when a game is kept close like this and you keep a team right in this game, and Grand Island is showing that they are for real and that they got their running back and they are doing everything they can to try to win this one.
I wonder about the dynamics of splitting reps with the quarterbacks. They're both very different. They both have a different skill set. I just wonder about the dynamics between the two players and their teammates. And here's Horvath being chased, and he's brought down all the way back at about the 44-yard line. Big sack there, and I believe that was Keith Jackson on the sack.
That's exactly who that was. Jackson comes up big right there. Look at this, and it looks like Horvath's limping off the field right here. We hope he's okay.
And this will bring up third and real long for Grand Island.
Ball is spotted back across.
Third and 28, is that right? Wow.
Yeah.
Well, got 2 downs to get it, don't they? So here comes Weigel onto the field for Grand Island as Horvath is now sitting on the bench in front of us. 9:40 to play, fourth quarter, 20-13 South Park. Grand Island in a jam here. Need a huge couple of plays here to get that first down and keep possession of the ball. Dugokowski goes in motion. Now Weigel's back to pass. He throws. And it looks like the ball's knocked. The ball came out. It's in rule.
No, they're saying it's an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass. That's what I was about to say. It's an incomplete pass. I lost sight of the ball, but it was incomplete. Looked like it was knocked down, perhaps. No, they said his arm was
it looked
forward.
like it went through, and then it got hit, and that's why it bounced off. It went off the defensive player after it came out of his hands right there.
So 4th and 28, and it looks like Grand Island will punt it away.
Couple big defensive plays right there by South Park. That defense just stepped up big after that 4th down conversion by Grand Island.
And in fact, if you think about it, go back to the end of the first half and that interception. That drive was the last Grand Island drive that has produced. Well, they didn't get any points then, but they moved the ball then.
Well, they moved it there. The problem right after that is when the defense stepped up.
But the point is, Grand Island has been unable to produce any points since the end of since the second quarter, and that punt is on the far side, a short punt where it'll be South Park ball. 1st and 10, and their own 34-yard line. The Sparks will be leading 20-13.
Really, it's a 6-0 game right now in the second half, if you think about it, right? The only score right now is by South Park.
Yep. So the Sparks take over. Now they'd like a drive like they had to start the game. And there's a handoff and not much room to run there for Fulgham. It'll be second down.
Looked like the first one on the tackle was number 55, Joe Seifert, the senior 5'11", 205-pounder.
And now the clock really begins to work against Grand Island. I know it's only 7 points, but they need the ball back, and South Park is going to do everything they can to work the clock while trying to move the ball. That was a 2-yard loss. It'll be 2nd and 12 from their own 33 for the Sparks. And Pajak looks to throws. It's caught, spinning away from a tackle on the far side. Close to a first down. Looked like that was Keith Jackson, too. And that's a first down for South Park, so they move the ball. Clock stops briefly on the first down, and now it's under 8.5 minutes to play. So the Sparks, 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line. Now we see Horvath throwing on the sidelines, and there's a run up the middle. And getting some good yards on first down on the far side. And it'll be second down. And that was about a 7 or 8 yard gain there.
After a 7-yard gain, second down coming up for the Sparks and 3 to go.
So the clock continues to tick under 8 minutes. Well, Horvath looks fine now. As you can see him throwing on the sideline. So 2nd down and 3 for South Park at the Grand Island 45-yard line. And back to pass, Pajak. He throws deep downfield on the far side. Incomplete. And once again, Tom, I got to say, a little surprised they're doing that.
I really am, especially the real deep ones. I mean, I got the ones that were, quick passes, especially in the out to the sidelines. I totally got that. But, yeah, some of those deep ones to be able to get a possible turnover and just be able to give that momentum that you've got right now to possibly shift that, yeah, I am a little shocked by that.
And it incomplete pass stops the clock, too. 3rd and 3 from the 48. Now they go back to the ground game, and there's some good, hard running. That's a first down and then some, and it's Jackson going all the way, but there's a flag, and I think that's coming back.
And that's why he slowed up there.
Yeah,
I think
he
he actually saw the ref throw the flag right there.
Well, that's unfortunate because that takes another touchdown away from Jackson, who's had a monster game on both sides of the ball.
But I got to be honest with you. I thought he was going to get tackled for a loss on that one. Never mind run for a touchdown. Wow, Jackson comes up big.
That's a holding penalty against South Park.
Which will still be a first down, it should be, because it'll be from where the hold is. So that is a first down still. As you see, they're going to mark it at the 41.
So it's a first down.
Sorry, the 39.
It's a first down for South Park, but it likely cost them a touchdown. And I thought the same thing as you. I thought, well, he's going nowhere, and all of a sudden he just scooted through there. So 1st and 10 from the Grand Island 39-yard line. Vikings get a big break in that there is no touchdown, but it's still a first down. And we'll see if they stick with the ground game, and they do. And there's a gain of about 4 or 5 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Gain of about 3, so 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 as the clock goes under 7 minutes left in the 4th quarter. South Park leading 20-13, looking for a touchdown that could be a backbreaker for Grand Island. And a pass caught for a first down. Pajak throwing that one. And it's a South Park first down. And that'll move the ball inside the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, South Park. Here at All High Stadium. Oh, the ball's loose on the ground, and Pajak bobbled the snap and falls on it. That'll be a loss of a couple.
But it still keeps that clock ticking is what it does. No matter what, as long as you don't turn the ball over, that clock keeps going down, down, and down, and is in South Park's favor right now.
And it's under the 6-minute mark here in the 4th quarter as it continues to tick. So it'll be 2nd down and 13 from the 32-yard line for the Sparks. And the snap is low, but fielded by Pajak. We get a late flag coming in. That will stop the clock, no matter who the penalty's on, but the flag came in. And it's a hold against South Park, so the Sparks will back up. And it'll be 2nd and 10 yards longer.
So this is big right now for Grand Island. I mean, obviously you've seen this is going to be a really long opportunity for South Park to try to get a first down right here. So if Grand Island can stop them, there still is enough time. There's going to be enough time for them to come on and do something offensively.
Well, 2nd down and 25. They have to get inside the 20-yard line, and the ball is back at about the 43-yard line of Grand Island for South Park. And with the South Park running game, Jackson or Fulgham can break one at any time. And they're going to throw the ball. And we'll get whistles and a flag. Now let's see what this one is. A false start against South Park, so the Sparks going backward here. Let's see. Yep, false start against South Park. So now it'll be, wow, this is getting into some real long territory here for the Sparks to get a first down. Ball's all the way back at the Grand Island 48-yard line. On second down and 27 for South Park. And now we're under 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Grand Island shows blitz, and here they come. The pass is complete on the near side to Fulgham, and he's brought down at about the 40-yard line.
Screen pass complete to number 4, Carol Fulgham.
Now, it looked like on the tackle there from Grand Island was number 74, Dominic Gramza, the senior defensive lineman, 5'11", 230.
And with that,
That's a first. The Vikings take their first time out of the second half. So 4:43 to play, fourth quarter. South Park 20, Grand Island 13. Third down and 21 for South Park. So South Park, somewhat surprisingly, going to the air a little bit more than we anticipated. That one was completed, and they got some yards on it.
So the Medina game went final. You want to know how it ends?
Hold on, let me guess. Well, Fry was probably taken out.
No, he wasn't.
So, well, let me guess. Fry scored a touchdown.
No, but he had a one-handed interception to end the game right there for Medina, as Brian Fry just shows. I mean, we could have been talking about him as absolutely a finalist for the Conley Cup. If not, we could be talking about him as possibly one of the winners of the Conley Cup. That's how good of a year he's had.
So, what was the final score of that game?
54-3.
54-3. Medina beats Eden. What a game for and Fry. My goodness.
Medina has a really, really short bench when we saw them play. So some of those starters still are playing in there late in the game sometimes just because of how short that bench is.
Third and 21 for the Sparks. 4:43 left in the fourth quarter. Grand Island is just coming out of the timeout. Mike Binkowski blows the whistle as the teams get set for the snap. And the throw on the far side is caught. That's Fulgham, I believe, and he gets out of bounds at about the
that was Jackson
35-yard line. Jackson caught that?
Yeah, that was Jackson who made that catch right there. Does a great job of kind of a one-handed catch right there to bring it in and get out to the sideline. But, boy, unbelievable right there as far as even giving himself an opportunity, because he was one tackle right there for breaking that for a first down or even more.
So it's 4th and 14 for South Park. And we get a timeout, and this time it's taken by the Sparks. It'll be interesting to see what they do here. They've had some success throwing the ball on this drive.
This is that real interesting. You're in that area. Do you want to try to pin them down there, right? But as you know, is the kicking game isn't, one of the strongest kicking games that they could possibly have. So do you try to go for it? Because no matter what, as long as you stay in bound and do what it is, the clock keeps ticking right there. Until they switch over, for first down. But it'll keep ticking in the sense of the clock keeps moving.
Well, that's why I'm anticipating more of a run here.
Yeah, a run to try to just keep the clock going until they move the sticks if they don't get the first down.
And they have a couple of guys who are perfectly capable of not only getting the first down, but getting much more than that in Fulgham and Jackson. But then again, I don't really know how Tim Delaney is thinking, and he knows a lot more about his team and what they can do and how they can do it than I do.
Yep.
But it will be 4th and 14 from the 32. It means they got to get to the 18-yard line. And here they come. And it's a pass. Pajak back to pass. He throws, almost intercepted and knocked down. And that was knocked down.
Dugo
Kinski again. Well, he's been all over the place too, and Grand Island will take over on downs. So it'll be 1st and 10 Vikings. They have 4 minutes and 31 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And we'll see what the Vikings come up with. They're at their own 32-yard line.
And Weigel's in at quarterback right now. So what do you expect? I expect more run right here than anything once you see Weigel go back in.
But then again, he threw it a couple times on the
And I'm not saying he won't throw it, but he is definitely, they will run the ball more with him in there.
Yeah, no doubt about that. And there's a handoff, and coming up the middle is Dugokowski. He's got plenty of running room. He's at the South Park 40, still on his feet, and finally brought down all the way down inside the South Park 30-yard line. What a run by Dugokowski. 1st and 10, Grand Island at about the South Park 25 or 26, 29-yard line. Wow, what a run.
Dugokowski comes up again, big right there. Wow, has he been big. Every time he touches the ball, he can do something big, and now he's given his chance to his team to possibly go down and tie this game up.
Well, we could see one of those two-point conversions actually decide a game, couldn't we, if that's what they decide to do. And there's a handoff, and Dugokowski trips and falls forward after a gain of 2 or 3 yards.
It looked like he almost stumbled a little bit. It wasn't even really a trip. It was like a stumble and then couldn't get himself back up.
And Horvath comes into the huddle. But I didn't see Weigel come out, so it looks like they're both in. And as you mentioned before, Weigel will go out and play wide receiver.
Oh, no, it's Horvath going out to wide receiver.
Okay, so they both show their versatility. 2nd down and 8 from the 27. And the ball is out and picked up by South Park, looks like.
So the question is, was it a backward pass or incomplete pass? That's what you're going to see. And they're going to say it stays Grand Island ball. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, that's a huge break for Grand Island, that's for sure. And that'll bring up a 3rd down. But the Vikings just got the break of the night right there, because that could have gone either way. 3:13 to play. 3rd and 8 from the 27 of South Park for the Vikings.
This has turned out to be the game of the night still.
Yeah, well, there have been a couple of big-time blowouts, and this is not one of them.
Just about every game around us has been a blowout.
So Horvath is on the sidelines. Weigel in at quarterback. Weigel. He's going to keep it himself, and he's got some good yardage there.
Number 16, Tyler Weigel calling his own.
But I think he's a little short of the 1st down, but there's no doubt what they'll be doing here. They'll be going for it.
Looks like about 2 yards short of the 1st down is what it is.
So it'll be 4th down for Grand Island. The clock is ticking. Less than 3 minutes, coming up on 2:45. 4th and 3 from the 23 for the Vikings. Each down now could literally be the play of the game. 4th and 3 for Grand Island here at the South Park 23-yard line. Need a 1st down to keep the drive alive. Weigel back to pass. He throws. Caught by Dugokowski. Can he turn the corner? No. Big play by South Park. They stop him on 4th down. Great tackle. And South Park will take over on downs.
That was caught by number 80, Luke Seifert right there, the tight end, the 5'11", 190-pounder.
Well, okay. Well, it sure looked like 21 to me, but I'll go with you. But who made that tackle? Was that Mario Taylor again?
I couldn't see that one. That one I didn't see.
Anyway, 1st and 10, South Park. At their own 26 with 2:15 showing on the clock. Looked like South Park moved early, but I believe that's Fulgham with the ball on the far side. Maybe a short gain there, and he stayed in bounds. So at some point, Grand Island's going to have to use a timeout. I know they've used one, so they have 2 left. Thank you.
And it looks like, it looks like a half a yard maybe he gained on that one.
Yeah. So they're saying it's 2nd and 10. So we'll call it no gain on the play. And there's another handoff, and the Grand Island defense swarms to the ball. Not much there. And the clock has stopped. as Grand Island takes the timeout. It'll be 3rd and 12 for South Park. So Grand Island using their second timeout, and they have South Park in a spot at 3rd and long from their own 24-yard line.
We've got 4 minutes left in Orchard Park as Orchard Park leads Clarence 17-0.
So the Quakers with a great defensive effort tonight. And, of course, the Bennett-Lancaster game was not played tonight. Yep. There is some uncertainty surrounding the game.
It was announced that there's no game. So there was an announcement that there's no game, and it would mean that Lancaster, as long as Orchard Park holds on in the last 4 minutes, will host Orchard Park.
And that should be a tremendous matchup.
The battle of the undefeateds, because they'll both be undefeated going into that game then.
Pretty sure that's not the first time that's happened between those two teams.
That's another, like we've been talking about these rivalry games, right? Another big rivalry game right there.
3rd and 12 for South Park at their own 24. 1:25 to play, 4th quarter. There's the snap. Pajak looks to throw. He's got the ball out, and it comes out. The ball comes out, and Grand Island says they have it, and they do. The Vikings get the ball. Pajak started running around and held the ball out there, and somebody got a hand on it, and Grand Island recovers. So this is shaping up as a fantastic finish. 1:17 to play, 4th quarter. 1st and 10, Grand Island from the South Park 24-yard line with 1:17 to play in the 4th quarter. And Justin Horvath heads back out to the Grand Island huddle.
And Luke Seifert's the one who comes up with that ball right there. As he is the guy who's coming up big right now and gets that ball for his team to get an opportunity to try to tie it up.
1st and 10, Grand Island at the South Park 21-yard line. Horvath to throw. He throws, caught, immediately hit to Jackson Jones, is it?
No, Figliola.
It's Figliola again. I couldn't see the 8. So 1 minute remaining in the 4th quarter. 2nd and 1 for the Vikings. Less than a minute to play in the 4th quarter. Horvath takes the snap. He throws toward the end zone, incomplete, nobody there. And it'll be 3rd and 1 for the Vikings with 44.8 seconds remaining in the 4th quarter.
That's going to bring up 3rd and 1 for the Vikings.
But does stop the clock, Stu. It does stop the clock at 44 seconds, though.
So now, Dean Santorio, Tom, what are you going to do if they score? You're going to go for 1 in the tie? You're going to go for 2 in the win?
I think you go for 1 in the tie.
Okay, we'll see what they do here.
You already tried once. You already tried once and didn't convert it.
True. And there's a handoff to Dugokowski, who's in for the touchdown. And it's a 20-19 game in favor of South Park. So the Vikings get the fumble and turn it quickly into points. And we have a 1-point game with 40.6 seconds left in regulation. And now we'll see what Coach Santorio decides to do.
Remember, they even were closer on their 2-point conversion, if you remember, right?
True.
I think you go for this. You've got all the momentum going your way. I think you kick the extra point right here.
And that looks like what they're going to do. Horvath is the holder. Remember that. Spencer Hecht will try to tie the game here.
Oh, they're going for it.
Going for 2. Throw toward the end zone.
Drops it.
He dropped it. Oh, my goodness. I couldn't see it. It's incomplete. They did everything but execute the play perfectly, and it's a 20-19 lead for South Park.
Wow.
Well, Grand Island going for the win. They looked like they set it up like they were going to kick the extra point and faked it. And unfortunately for the Vikings, the ball was not caught in the end zone. And I'm not sure who that was intended for.
Yeah, it was hard to see. It was all the way in the corner of the end zone right there.
Very hard to see.
Boy, what a game that we've had here.
Yeah, yes.
I mean, Horvath has come up big today. Dugo-Kinski has been unbelievable running the ball today. And then on the flip side, we talked about it from the very beginning. We knew Jackson and Fulgham were going to be the key to success, and boy, they have been awesome.
Well, now we know the onside kick is coming, and then we'll see if Grand Island can get the ball, and if they can get it, what they can do with it. The Vikings have one timeout left. South Park leading this one 20-19, 40.6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Couldn't ask for a better game here on a Friday night at All High Stadium. There's the kick. It takes a bounce, and South Park tries to fall on the ball, and I believe they do. And the Sparks get the ball, 1st and 10 at about their own 42 or 43 yard line. Call it the 42, or it'll be 1st and 10 for South Park. And the Sparks will try to run out the clock with 39.3 seconds left. The winner of this game heads to Jamestown next weekend. We can say that now.
Yes, we can.
Is there a final in that game?
Not that I saw. The last I had seen, it was was that score that we said was
in
really
the 50s for Jamestown.
It was 50 something to 7,
well,
52 to 7.
South Park crowds the line of scrimmage, and they kneel it down as the clock runs with 34 seconds and counting. So the Sparks knelt it down once, and I doubt they're going to do much more than that until the clock runs out and they can officially celebrate a 1-point hard-fought win. And we're under 20 seconds. Under 15 seconds. I don't think the Sparks are going to have to snap the ball again. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and that will do it. The South Park Sparks are headed to Jamestown. They hang on for a 20-19 win over Grand Island. Wow, you can't say much other than what a game that was, Tom.
You can't ask for anything more than this. Grand Island's got nothing to hang their heads on right now. Boy, what a game you came out and did. You've done everything to execution. It was just a drop extra point in the end zone from possibly winning this game. That's how close it was.
And that is the agony and the ecstasy of sport right there.
Yep.
I mean, they came so close and have to live with just coming close. Ironically enough, 20-19 is a very familiar score for fans of one Buffalo Bills team. Anyway.
Did you say that because I'm a Giants fan? Is that why you said that?
No, but that's not why I said it. But now that you mention it, that'll work. All right. Well, once again, from All High Stadium, the final score: South Park 20, Grand Island 19. For Tom Prince and Mike Wagner, I'm Stu Boyer. Have a